Hi guys, so this is my video to follow off from the last video I did, and I want to continue talking about fear. Now what I find is the biggest problem isn't the fact that people are making mistakes, it's the fact that people make mistakes but then don't learn from them. That's the biggest problem. Now I find it difficult to come out of their comfort zones to try different things because they either feel like, people are going to talk, they're worried too much of what people are going to say, people think, and the fact that they feel that making a mistake means that they've ultimately failed, which doesn't mean that at all. Now, fear was never embedded into us as a child. As everyone knows, especially if you have kids yourself, that a child doesn't have any notion of what fear means. They don't fear anything whatsoever. They always give things a go. They try it out, they try to walk, they fall, they cry, and they try it again. They don't fear anything. And in fact, there was a mother recently who was telling me a story about her son who was in this nativity play, and I think she said that he was about 7 or 8. So it was a young kid, and he was given the role as one of the wise men, and he was the one that brought in the frankincense. And just to cut the story short, what happened was they were at the nativity play, the audience were there, the family and friends were there, and they sat down, they were watching this nativity play. Now the part came up where the 3 wise men went up. So the first boy went over and handed over gold. And then what happened, there was some sort of a mix-up, and instead of frankincense then going second, myrrh went instead. So the second boy went up and handed over some myrrh. And then this lady's son then had the frankincense and walked over and pulled his arms out to hand over his gift, and then turned around and said, "Frank sent this." Not realizing that he'd actually said anything wrong. The whole audience kind of had a great big giggle and a chuckle about that, and instead of thinking that he did anything wrong, he just kind of laughed along with them and thought that whatever he said must have been something really hilarious, and he was a genius or whatever. And but he didn't realize what he had said was wrong, and he gave it a go, and he just went for it, and he didn't let anyone stop him, and he didn't care what anyone else thought. So that just shows you that the fear doesn't come from when you was a child. It actually is your experiences through the journey of childhood and adulthood. So if fear was embedded through our experiences, it just shows you that it can easily, well, I wouldn't say easily, but it can be removed through a process. Now, people think that failing makes you a failure. And my ebook is actually called Failing Does Not Make You a Failure. So if you don't have my ebook already, make sure you go ahead and download it. You can go onto my website on www.kalpnasuthar.com, or you can go to the link below that I've put in the description, and you can go ahead and get your free downloadable ebook. If you haven't already done so, make sure you go ahead and do that. Until next time guys, thanks.